Luna Lola, the Moon Wolf. Chapter 1-1. Lola's POV. I, Grayson Dawson, Alpha of the Moonlit Pack, reject you, Lola Ashton, as my mate and Luna of this pack. I heard Grayson's voice reach my ear and a single tear ran down my left cheek as it felt like my heart was being ripped out of my chest. Why me? Why am I always on the receiving end of bad things? What have I ever done to deserve this? I wanted to scream and shout at him. I'm his mate, his fated one, and he's rejecting me because I'm the runt of the pack? More tears ran down my cheeks and I saw him smile at my misfortune. I, Lola Ashton, except, I did not finish my sentence before he held me up by my throat and snarled in my face. His eyes had already changed colors, so I knew his wolf was in charge. You will not reject me, slut. I am your owner and I tell you what to do and when. He slapped me across the face and threw me on the ground. I struggled to catch my breath and tears ran down my face freely. I shouldn't have been born. I haven't done anything to deserve this at all. Jasmine howled in pain in my head and I doubled over in pain, clutching at my chest. I just want this to be over and done with. Maybe when I die all these pain will go. I heard mocking laughter above my head and looked up only to see Freya. Freya is the daughter of the current beta and soon-to-be Luna. She's everything I am not: beautiful blue eyes with shiny blonde hair, killer body, glowing skin, strong and extremely wicked. She stood there with her minions looking at me with pity. I couldn't quite place what that emotion in her eye is. She laughed all of a sudden and kicked me in the stomach. She pulled my hair and slapped me, making me fall back on the floor. You actually thought you could be Luna? That Grayson will pick you over me? You're just a worthless bitch that nobody will love. You bring bad luck and misfortune to people around you. You're a whore that will die alone because no one wants to be with you. She spat in my face and kicked me in the ribs with her heels. I could not say anything because it would be deemed rude, which would worsen my punishment. Her minions held me up as she slapped me repeatedly and punched me in the stomach. She laughed maniacally as I screamed out in pain and tears ran down my cheeks. When she was done with me, she threw me on the ground, making me hit my head in the process. Jasmine was quiet in my head. She's always trying to take all of my pains away, but the abuses never stop. We've hoped for 8 years that we'd finally find our mate, our one true love bestowed upon us by the moon goddess, and they will love us unconditionally. That's what mates do. We really hoped we'd be free from this slavery, constant mockery, and abuse, but all that has gone down the drain now. All these sufferings started 8 years ago when my parents, the then Alpha and Luna of the Moonlit Pack, died in a rogue incident and the blame was placed on me. I was just 10, I did not know what really happened. One moment I was chatting happily with Mom and Dad and they were gone before I could blink my eye. The pack blamed me and stripped me of my alpha powers. They could not allow a traitor to rule them. Till now, I still don't know what I did wrong. I don't know what went wrong. I just had to bear the brunt of it all because the current alpha, who was my father's beta, said so. I was demoted to an omega, the lowest rank for any wolf, the biggest insult on any wolf of high ranking. I became the slave of the pack at a young age. All the people who were nice to me became my enemy and treated me like trash. Jasmine, I'm so sorry for putting us through all of this. If only I wasn't so weak. If only I can stand up for us. I know you've always wanted your mate. I'm so sorry, Jazz, I cried through our mind link. None of this is your fault, Lola. I'm sorry for not being able to protect you more. If only I could shift and take all your pain away, Jasmine whimpered in my head sadly. Nobody has ever seen Jasmine. I've only ever met her once myself, and that was before Mom and Dad passed away. She's a pure white wolf with golden eyes. She's a very pretty wolf, but Mom and Dad said I have to keep her hidden. They never told me why. I knew I was special. Mom always called me her special little wolf. Others got their wolf at age 16, alphas got theirs at age 14, but I've had Jazz since I was 8, and besides, I've never seen anyone with a pure white wolf and golden eyes. Everyone thought I don't have a wolf and looked down on me because of it. We've not been able to shift even if we wanted to because we don't have the energy for that. There's barely enough to eat, and the beatings we get each day is enough to weaken any wolf. I'm surprised I still have Jasmine with me. I suddenly felt fire in my lower stomach and cried out painfully. People were passing, but no one paid me any attention. Nobody cares if I die, they actually wanted me dead. Jasmine howled in pain in my head as the pain ran wildly through every vein in my body, and I knew Grayson was already getting it on with Freya. This is why he did not allow me to reject him. He knew I was going to be in pain if he's with another woman besides me. Fresh tears started pouring down my cheeks. I weakly stood up and went towards my room in the cold basement. The pain did not stop, it only got worse. I could barely see where I was going and tripped twice. I wanted to curl up and die. It felt like lava was running through my veins, and I removed all my clothes and laid on the stone bed that I always sleep on. The pain gradually subsided and Jasmine went silent in my head. She was so sad, I was very sad too. I just wanted to be special to someone. I don't want a lot. I knew I had to escape this hellhole somehow. I had been bearing it because of the thought of a mate, but now that there's nothing here for me, I had to leave. Grayson and Freya's coronation as the new Alpha and Luna is tomorrow evening. I have to leave. Jasmine and I deserve better, and I need to give it to her. Hang in there, Jasmine, I'll get us out of here as soon as possible, I promise, I said to Jasmine and heard her lowly whining in acknowledgement of my words as I drifted off to sleep.